how are you? I hope you're well today. Let's just get a card. Overall energy. It's 2 secs. Alright, somebody is reviewing what they did to you. I'm hearing that they're going to come, they want to contact you again for some form of conversation, okay? Now, you will have to decide what to do next, okay? But I'm also hearing, is this a is this a reconciliation or just a repeat behaviour pattern? I felt that you, with this card, you put a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of love, possibly money, your resources, and your energy is a resource as well, into this relationship. But you didn't get a lot back, okay? So you will have to decide when this person comes along. I'm almost hearing the word fishing. Well, I'm hearing the word fishing line. They're going to dangle the bait, okay? But have they dangled the bait before and offered you something that they didn't provide? That they didn't end up being what it was you thought it was going to be, okay? So you will get to decide. They're coming back around. I'm hearing that I need to look at, is this a repeat behavioural pattern, okay? You're also being asked not to be distracted by this. So I feel you've got something going on in your life, okay, that is either working out for you now or you're on the verge of something, okay? And I feel this person's distracted you in the past. Almost you could have achieved, or there was something you wanted to do, or you could have been more that you wanted to do, and because you were so busy trying to almost keep them happy, you didn't quite get there, but you've got another chance to do it. So, whoa, let's see. But as I always say, the main thing is that you are okay, because you are the most important person in your world, all right? So I'll just give these a shuffle, just while I'm shuffling though. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your support, your likes and your comments. It's so kind of you. If you'd like a reading, all you do is click on the title of the video. The links are in the description box to the website. Everything's on the website. Go check it out, and also check out the free relationship report as well. Okay then, let's have a look. I want to know, Spirit, what's the challenge, please? What's the challenge? Whenever you see this, whenever you watch this, what's the challenge in the energy? Oh, 9 of Cups in reverse. Right, so either you walked away or they walked away. However, the 9 of Cups, forget the reverse for a bit. The 9 of Cups can speak of a wish come true, everything working out, it's all going swimmingly well for you, all right? Joy, fulfillment, etc. But it can, in love, speak of somebody, okay, this is really important with this card, of somebody who, say it's your ex, they're only happy and fulfilled if they are getting all their own way. So their emotional needs are met, their physical needs are met, you know what I mean? And the challenge now is it's in the reverse. So whatever story I feel that they sold you, I'm hearing that word sold, the picture they painted, going back to what I was saying a few minutes ago at the beginning, turned out to be a fairy tale, okay? So the biggest challenge now, in a nutshell, your dreams were shattered. They completely pulled the rug from under your feet. They said one thing, but their actions did not match their words, okay? I feel they've made you very unhappy, possibly nightmares, and they've caused a lot of misery. Okay, now going back to what I was saying about you being on the verge of something, or maybe you're doing it now, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted from your dreams. Okay, you put something on hold for this person, whether it was your own boundaries, whether it was your own career, whatever you put on hold for them, you are being really asked not to do that. Even though I can see they're going to come back in, they're going to come back around again, you've had to find a lot of strength to walk away. Okay, there's challenges in your life right now, there are problems, and you've been on an uphill battle to break free. Okay, not just in the physical but also emotionally, because you invested so much into this relationship. Okay, that when all of this happened, it sucked you. I just feel the energy, being sucked out of you. Okay, so that is the biggest challenge. All right, now also bottom of the deck, the biggest challenge is the Two of Wands in the reverse again. So we've got a lot of reversals, and for me that it's kind of stuck. Okay, so the other challenge is your ex has almost, okay, they've got a fear of change. They are looking back at what they did and the decision they made at the time. Okay, but deep down they do have regrets about a particular path that they followed, especially if it involved a house move. They regret a house move. Okay, they have, though, restricted options at the moment. With the Two of Wands in the reverse, it means that they can't make a decision because their hands are tied. Why are their hands tied, please? Right, Five of Wands. Okay, so there's a couple of things going on here. My favourite saying for the Five of Wands is too many cooks in the kitchen. All right, too many people have got too much input, too much to say, and everybody's jostling for power. So what I'm hearing is your person has not got the ability, because they are restricted by other people's opinions, finances, to actually move forward. So those are your biggest challenges at the moment. All right, let me see what their feelings are towards you. I want their true feelings, please, Spirit. I don't want story time, the picture they painted when they offered you the Nine of Cups and it wasn't actually the Nine of Cups. What are their true feelings? What are they up to? Please tell me what they're up to. Just tell me what they're up to. Right, okay, Ace of Cups. So, they would like a new beginning. They are very interested in a reconciliation, okay? Deep down, they do feel sad. They do have regrets, and they are missing you. All right? Now, the only thing, the Ace of Cups is beautiful. It's a reconciliation card, so they're going to come back. At some point, they're going to bounce back. But sometimes for me, the Ace is that initial excitement of bubbling emotions. It doesn't mean to say that it's going to last. Why are they sad? Underneath it, the Fool. Right. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. I feel today that they do have feelings, they do miss you, okay, and possibly they didn't mean to hurt you. But when the Fool comes in, it can speak of somebody from your past coming back. And it's interesting that's there, that they just want the excitement, okay? They're not going to take everything very seriously, but also an element of they expect you to wipe the slate clean. Now, you create your life. You know, if you watch me regularly, if this is what you want, you have to change the story. If you replay the story of the past, it will continue to play out. And also, if you reconcile and you still have those triggers, then at some point it will reactivate and you just end up, unfortunately, back to square one. So I think the warning here, and this is why, don't get played for a fool, I just heard, and this is why Spirit is asking you to really not be distracted by this, okay? Now, if you truly want this energy, because it's here, this is what I'm sensing, then it's really, really important that you have your boundaries and know that you are loved, adored, the only person for them, and that they are obsessed with you, but without sacrificing yourself. You know, I feel in this reading today for you, this message for you is great, but don't let them take over again, okay? Don't let them take over, because they don't take things seriously, and the fool in love can mean somebody who just wants a good time. It's a card that it's a great card to have if you're at the beginning of a relationship and you've got no history, none of that, and you've just met and you're going out and wow, you are having such a good time. But for me, if it's somebody from the past, it can speak, it speaks of somebody who's not going to take it seriously, a lack of commitment. Okay, a lack of commitment. Let me see what else they'd say to you. All right, before we get to outcomes, but I'm going to look at the best possible outcome. I want to make things right. Okay, I'm on my way to you. Now that's a strong message. Someone is on their way to you. I let people manipulate me into ghosting you. Oh, let's have a look at that. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Who manipulated them? See if we can nail that down. Who manipulated who here? Oh, yes, a Page of Swords. So it's another person. It's a court card, but it's the Page of Swords. So there's somebody that manipulated your ex, who could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. However, they could be younger. It could have been a child or a young adult, or somebody who really is quite spiteful. They thrive off gossip, okay? It's someone who can be quite good with words, and for God's sake, don't tell them your secrets, ever, because they love nothing more than telling somebody else, all right? But they are quite immature. The person, you'll know who this person is because they can talk, we can all talk, but they're quite good with words. They could like reading. They're quite a good communicator, but they're really petty, okay? They're really, really petty, and they always have to be right. Always have to be right. Their opinion is the one that has to be right. They are a lot of the time unconcerned with the feelings of others. Snake in the grass, okay? It might shed its skin, but it's still a snake. So this other person's had something to do with your person ghosting you. It could be a child, children, they can be in their 30s, can't they, even in their 40s, it doesn't necessarily mean a young person, but they have done their utmost to delay your ex sending messages. All right, your ex sending messages. Now your ex, bottom of the deck, is coming out as they're just waiting. Okay, they know they've got to have all the I's dotted and T's crossed and all of that before they can come back in. I think we'll just see what the best possible outcome. It's come out again. That's the card I was looking at, and it's just flipped out again. Can I have one more, please? Where's this going to end? My favourite saying, where's it going to end? Oh gosh, I'm going to have that one, and there's quite a few here actually. Let's see what we've got. Okay. All right, I'm going to be honest. I feel that if they come back in, we've got the Ten of Swords. Okay. You know, right back at the beginning, if you're still here, if you haven't fallen asleep, right back at the beginning, I was going on about, is it true or is it just repeat behaviour? Well, with the Ten of Swords, it is, I feel, possibly repeat behaviour, so be careful. That's why Spirit is coming through really strongly. Don't get distracted. It's almost like a warning, okay? And I've seen it so many times in my life. You know, clients, family, friends, you know, I'm older now, and people are very good at coming. That's why the Fool's there. Well, let's have a new beginning. Let's have a fresh start. Listen to your gut, okay? But after that for you is the Ace of Pentacles. So something amazing is coming in for you, and that Ace is linked right back to the beginning. Do not be distracted. You are on the verge of something. It could be a new property. It could be a new income source. The Ace of Pentacles could be a beautiful new relationship with somebody, earth sign possibly, who's more stable, more committed, who could be wealthier. You know, whatever it is that you want, the Ace of Pentacles is that big hand saying, here you go. All right. But the Ten of Swords is just going to end in, you know, betrayal, enemies, back-mouthing. You know, the Ten of Swords is the worst, one of the worst cards in the outcome for a relationship. It's like, don't even go there. Just you know, don't go there, okay? I'm going to pick this one up off the floor. Yeah, what to do, the Hermit. Be the Hermit. Okay, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. You know, dig deep into what you want, not what everybody else thinks you should be doing or saying or whatever. Because, you know, I know it sounds awful, but people are really inherently only interested in themselves, if we really nail down to it. So look after you. This person coming back, it's going to end in the Ten of Swords. You have something else on the horizon, or you're doing it now. Don't be distracted, okay? That's what's being said today. So look after you. Remember who you are, all right? Remember how amazing you are. You didn't deserve to have your dreams shattered. You didn't deserve to be sold a pack of lies, okay? You didn't deserve any of that. Just put yourself on that pedestal, okay? Because you are magnetic, all right? I love you very much. Look after yourself and just keep going for that thing that you know you really, really want, okay? I love you, and I'll speak to you soon.